Hi YouTubers, subscribers, and everybody else. How are you? It's been a while since I'd done a video. I had moved in with my kid's dad temporarily. I moved from my mom, so I'm in a better place, stress-free, and I can even sleep. I sleep so good. It's strange how stress can affect your sleep. Anyway, my topic today is for BDSM. I wanted to tell you a little bit about BDSM. I am into that lifestyle. I am actually a submissive, and I now currently search for dominance. I had hid my submissiveness for years, many years, thinking I was strange and I was a freak, and it's something that nobody wants, and they would shame me for it. But I met a man who was in the lifestyle also, and he told me, "You're a submissive," and I'm like, "What?" And I did some research, and it was everything that I hid, everything that I wanted to do. And it floored me. And I'm 50 now, and it was like maybe 10 years ago when I figured out what I am. It sucks. Apparently it's inherited too. I'm not going to say anything else about that because it runs in the family. I am on a single site, and I put that in there, and the men are going crazy. And I'm like, I'm not looking for sex. I just put in there because I want to find my match. I'm not looking for sex. I'm not a whore. I'm a submissive. Yeah, that's the way that's going right now. Being a submissive, you're going to have to research this because I can't say a lot on YouTube. I'm also a baby girl and a slight masochist. And what that is I'm looking for a daddy dom, sorry. And he takes care of the submissives as kind of like a father figure, but not like a father figure. You don't call him daddy or anything like that. They just take care of you. A submissive is also somebody that you respect, and a submissive does not give control over to the dominant until she knows that she could trust him and he shows her respect, etc. And it's a trust. You have to have trust. It's not anything about abuse. It's all consensual. You have your hard limits and soft limits. And hard limits are, you can't do this, I won't allow that, and they have to respect it. Soft limits are, I will try that, I don't know if I'll like it or not until we try it, but kind of work with me kind of deal. They're slaves, and slaves kind of like, some of slaves and submissives, their wants and likes kind of bleed into each other to an extent. But slaves sometimes like to be used as furniture, degraded. They like being hit a little harder. And again, it's not abuse because it's consensual. And they have their safe words. Mine are yellow and red. Yellow means take it easy, I'm almost to my limit. Red means stop, I can't take no more. Slaves sometimes go to the extreme. I knew a slave who liked being whipped with a cane with red whelps that turn into bruises, and sometimes would bleed. Some of it gets pretty interesting if you research it. The lifestyle is a little bit more than 50 Shades of Grey. You could do it lightly like that, what they did, or more. Sorry, I had to move. You probably didn't see the window, then saw the window. But Gray did a paper for Anastasia to read and sign, and you could do that too. You could put in your dominant could do it, or your submissive could do it, and put all your likes and dislikes in there, and the rules and things like that, and what you will and will not do. It's an interesting lifestyle, and some men that are vanilla, which aren't in a lifestyle. Vanilla means just plain sex. Some men will hear that you're into BDSM or you're submissive, and they want to be taught. Well, some submissives don't teach. I don't teach. I can't do it. I can't sit there and say, do this or don't do that, or I like this or I like that. Verbally, I can't do it. I'm only doing this on my iPhone, and I have to edit it now on my iPhone, so I hope I do it right. So I'm probably going to be struggling on doing this for a while on my iPhone. I let go of my Apple desktop because I was doing a rent-to-own kind of thing, and I'm going to try to get disability, so I couldn't keep paying on it when I moved in with my ex because I need to save my money. I need to build either a tiny home or a van, build it into like a bed and things like that, if you know what I mean. You see people living in their vans on YouTube all the time, where they fix their vans up. Yeah, back on that subject. There's dominance, there's daddy doms, there's submissives, slaves. I'm trying to remember. Oh, pets. Some people like dressing up as animals. It's weird. I had one guy want to have me dress up in a cow, like Halloween costume. I'm like, I don't get into that, sorry. Men and women like to wear a diaper. They want to be treated like a baby. It's strange. It's so strange. And that's not who I am. Although I'm a baby girl, that's something I don't do. There's different levels to everything. And doms will ask, do you like doing this? Do you like doing that? So what's a baby girl? What's your level of it? And you have to tell them. A collar, you'll see some women with a collar on. It looks like a dog collar, but it's not a dog collar. And it's got a loop on it. And some actually have locks on it, like a padlock or any kind of lock. And that usually means that they are collared by their dom, meaning they're taken. It's like a wedding ring, but it's a collar. I never got one because my husband, my daddy dom, I evidently didn't care that much about the situation. So I was never claimed, if you want to say that. Let me see. There's sadist, which likes giving pain. Masochist likes receiving pain. I'm a slight masochist. If you research it, you will see that there's so many levels of this lifestyle that you could venture into. And sorry, I keep trying to adjust this. My advice to you is, if you want to get in the lifestyle and you are interested, I would suggest you do a lot of research and learn a lot. Just because you're a dom doesn't mean you can go in and abuse your submissive. You have to respect that submissive. Even the slaves, you still have to respect them, because they're giving you all this trust and respect in this lifestyle that you have to respect the boundaries of the submissive and slave and etc. You just can't go in there and go full force and start beating on them. That's not how it works. You have to communicate. A submissive is to be cherished. My husband didn't know. He was like me. He was a born dominant. And he had his fantasies and stuff. He didn't know he was a dominant. And somebody told him. He did research and found he was a dominant. He didn't know that there was a thing called subdrop. I think it's called subdrop. It's where you have the submissive, this is so weird to say, have so many forced orgasms that they are literally drained. And some submissives handle it differently. Some want to go to sleep. Some literally just fall asleep immediately. And that's what I do. They feel like they're floating or like on some kind of relaxing drug or something. I don't know. Some talk funny. They convulse and shake oddly. I don't know. I've seen it on the internet, so it's strange how that is. I don't know, it's like they're chanting or something. But he didn't know about that. The woman who told him he was a dominant, he didn't research a lot. But he put me in subdrop the first time we did anything, and he didn't know what to do because he never heard of it. So I had to tell him. I wasn't mentally in a good place after that, because I'm the type where I'm really airheaded after that, and it's like I'm exhausted. You can't think straight when you're exhausted. And I came out of the bathroom and I was like kind of loopy, and I can't explain it. It's hard to explain. Also, BDSM is all about like restraints, flogging, caning, spankings, whipping, blindfold, all kinds of toys, pushing the limits to see how far you can make the submissive go or how far you want to go. Kneeling is included in it. My husband / daddy dom never had me kneel. I don't know why. There's a lot of things that, we didn't do. But the 2 doms that kind of helped me, 3 doms actually, helped me learn all of this stuff. I knew what I wanted, which was submissive, but I didn't know everything about it. So they were my mentors, and they taught me a lot. And I had to kneel and stuff like that. And a whole different level of ecstasy to do that. And they were 2 of the doms I could trust really well. One, he was very aggressive. I didn't like that. I couldn't handle that. So I told him he was too aggressive for me. And he understood, and that's what it's about. He would come to my work and surprise me without telling me, and then expect to do something. And I'm like, no, wait, there's no respect here. You should tell me, and etc. And that it was just too much for me. But we remained friends. If you run across ladies and men, if you come across a dominant who doesn't respect you or listen you don't need to be with them because they are the abusers. They don't care about you, and you need to be very careful. And all I could tell you to do is research, 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 research. Watch who you tell, because some men are rapists and they will take it as in you like that because it's in the lifestyle. But just because it's in the lifestyle, and it is, doesn't mean that it's okay. Or you're letting every man know, hey, it's okay, I'm into rape, and I want you to do that, because that's not how it works. It's about being with somebody who you trust and they know that you want to do that and it's consented, and you talk about it, and then you play the scene out. That's how it works. It's not like, they know you want that and you're walking down the street and you condone that situation. So all I'm going to say is just research. Research everything. Read it. Know your wants and dislikes and all kinds of stuff. Don't just jump in there thinking that you know what you're doing, because it's a dangerous situation. There's dungeons, and I heard of one woman, she was a masochist, and she goes in there and she lets everybody know she's a masochist, and she liked being hit and stuff like that. Well, being in that situation, somebody had beat the crap out of her, and she's naked in the corner shaking, and nobody helped her because they thought she was enjoying it. And she was crying naked and scared to death, and she was bleeding, and they pushed it too far. And it's because she didn't specifically say what she wanted and didn't want. And the security, I guess, didn't know their job to want to help her. I don't know that part. I don't know what happened after that. Just be careful of everything, what you do, where you go. Make sure that, where you're going. If you're going to a dungeon, make sure it's a safe place to have security and people to watch for you. If you feel like, things are going out of hand, you need to go to security or the owner or something and say something, because it's very dangerous. Don't ever be restrained unless you know somebody that is going to care enough for you to unrestrain you when needed, not to leave you that way and abuse you, because that's not the way it works. I'm on a single site, and I had put on there that I am into the BDSM lifestyle, and I'm on FetLife, which is a BDSM webpage. That's another thing that you could go to research. But I did that only because I'm looking for my match. I want somebody who's a dominant, and I need to go in there and reword my profile and word it specifically, because all the freaks are coming out. They're like vanillas, which aren't in the lifestyle. It means plain boring sex. They're coming out and asking me to teach them, and they want to learn, and they want to do this, and they want to do that, and that's not the way it works. They act like I'm wanting one night stands or something like that, or I just want to go out and have freaky sex, and that's not it. I have people who live 3 hours away saying, do you know people who live in my area, because I'd love to meet you for a night of fun. What? I'm a submissive, not a whore. So yeah, I need to re-specify my profile of what I want, what I don't want, etc. That's dangerous too. So if you put that on your profile anywhere in a single site, make sure you word it right. Because, like I said, all the freaks come out. And there's a lot of rapists in the world. There's a lot of abusive men in the world too. I've been there, done that. Yeah. That's all I'm going to say. I think that's all I want to say about that topic. Interesting topic today, right? I had to wear my glasses today because I had my contact in and something fell in my eye last night and scratched my eye up. So I had to difficultly take my contact out. And I'm going at my eye heel, so I'm putting my glasses on. And my hair is growing out. And I think tonight I'm going to dye it red again. I still kind of got my side shave going. I think I'm going to keep it. I don't know. It's something I always wanted. So, and my heart condition is not that serious. I did my calcium score test, and it came back as slight buildup, but I am moderately, what's it called? Moderately. My chances of having a heart attack are moderate. So that's, I don't know how to take that. But I am cleared for having I am cleared to have shoulder surgery So I have to go back to the surgeon on the 18th of December and reset the surgery day again. So finally I get to have my shoulder surgery. I don't know if I had made a video that I did see a psychiatrist, that she put me on some medicine. Now I can breathe finally, normally. That helps me quite a bit, because when I can't breathe, I tend to have anxiety. I think I covered everything I wanted to cover today. I'll probably make another video today and post that as well. But I'm sorry I've been gone so long. Like I said, I had moved and stuff, and I had to recover, because with my injuries to my back and neck, doing something like that really kills me. It really hurts. So, yeah. So I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm glad to be back, and I'm glad to be back, and I hope you guys come back and see me soon. If you want to know any more about the BDSM lifestyle, my email is below, or you could comment below. I don't know what all I could say on comments that you want to ask. I think it'd be better if you emailed me. So like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you'll know when I'm doing a new video. And I hope that you guys have a great day. I am more positive than I have been in almost a year. So be positive, think positive, and do positive. Bye.